Another episode of Monday Night Raw just got done and dusted and is in the history books. And this one, I'd say it was fairly good. There wasn't too many wild moments. Oh wait, there's Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio, but we're gonna talk about that. So let's get straight to business, shall we? So we start off the show with the Jey Uso promo, who is one of the participants in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So now the promo starts with the typical, oh, these other guys aren't going to win the promo. Aren't going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. I am. And I'm going to be Mr. Monyeet in the bank. Monyeet. So let me know what you guys think. Will Jey Uso be Mr. Monyeet in the bank? Or I think Yeet in the bank. He should have said Yeet in the bank, because it works way better. So, and I really want to see what happens if Jey Uso wins. So, moments into the promo, he mentions one of the participants on Raw, which is Chad Gable, who comes out and disrupts him. And then they go into a heated exchange where Chad Gable is now complaining that the Alpha Academy, his family, has now betrayed him and left him in the dust, while Jey Uso went on to mention that I left a manipulative, toxic family. And then Chad Gable just got furious, and then he started to beat the live. Then we see an all-out brawl between the two, and then Jey Uso hits a super kick and then goes for the frog splash, but Chad Gable smartly rolls out of the ring. And then we get another disruption by the Wyatt Six. So yeah, Chad Gable is just petrified out of his mind, and he is trying to escape right now. Otherwise, he will die for real this time. And then one of the members gives the commentators a secret thing, which was a VHS tape I'm going to get to in a second now. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of digging the whole Wyatt Six stuff. I want to see where they're going with this, but so far so good. So keep it up, Triple H, keep it up. Our first match on Monday Night Raw was Xavier Woods versus Karrion Kross. So there's not much really to talk about this match because these guys have been feuding for so long, and I don't know if it's going to lead to a Big E return. Highly doubt it, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because anytime I say somebody isn't going to return or make their grand return at all, I get utterly surprised. Hashtag CM Punk. So we'll see what happens. If this is leading to a Big E return, because the numbers game for the New Day is obviously a factor for Kofi and Xavier. So yeah, I think this might be leading to a Big E return. So there's not much to take away from this match other than the fact that Xavier Woods won the match, and then there was a post-match beatdown. Hence why I say the numbers game is just too much for the New Day. So let me know in the comments, guys. Do you think Big E is going to return and make Thingy, the Final Testament versus the New Day, even more exciting than it should be? We'll see. Our next match was a Women's World Championship match consisting of Liv Morgan, the champion, versus Zelina Vega, the challenger. Now, personally, I feel like this match should have happened in Money in the Bank, but it was an eyed match nonetheless. I just wish there was more of a build-up, and yeah, more of a build-up to this match, because I thought it was the Women's World title was going to be defended on the pay-per-view, but nope, it's not. So enough complaining. Let's review the match. So the reason for this match is because Liv Morgan costed Zelina Vega a shot to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which I'm going to get to in a second just now. And then now they have been beefing all for the past 2 weeks, and even involving father and son, Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio, who I'm going to get to in a second. So at first, Dom appears in the match because he's trying to make Liv Morgan lose the Women's World Championship. And I say that because we all know what's going to happen with them. Dom, I have to commend you for not folding, because goddamn. And then we get to Rey Mysterio. Coming out in the hopes of evening the odds for Zelina Vega. So here's how the match went. Liv Morgan does her best impression of Eddie Guerrero with the Three Amigos. God, I swear that move I'm sorry, I love Eddie Guerrero, but anytime I see somebody other than him, Dom or Ray hitting that move, I just think to myself, oh, goodness gracious, this again. Psych, dollar what you must, but still. And then later on, we see Liv Morgan going for the Oblivion. Not the Oblivion. We saw Liv Morgan use one of Rhea Ripley's submission moves. And Lord, let me just say this. When I saw her hitting the Prism Lock, I'm just there like, yo, mommy, when are you coming back, dude? Like, jeez. This blonde, I think Liv Morgan needs a slap, y'all, because one, she took Rhea Ripley's man, and now she took her title, and now she took the Prism Lock. What more are you gonna take, Liv? And there was a good callback to Liv Morgan's victory over Becky Lynch, but like about 2 months ago at Saudi Arabia when she won the title, where Dominic Mysterio was threw in the steel chair for Zelina Vega to use. However, Zelina instead didn't want to and hit Dom in the face, which costed her the chance to be the Women's World Champion as Liv Morgan hit the Oblivion and retained her title. Our next promo was the challenger, Seth freaking Rollins, versus Damian Priest ahead of their match at Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship. So Seth Rollins goes on to mention that in this match, if he wins, Damian Priest has to leave Judgment Day. But if he loses, he will not challenge Damian Priest for the world title again. So now, this is a very interesting tale because last year we saw Seth Rollins as the champion defending it against Finn Balor, and now it's Damian Priest that's the world champion versus Seth Rollins. So now, anytime there is dissension within the Judgment Day, it is because of Seth Rollins. But the dissension has been building up between them. So moments in when Seth Rollins is going to mention how he's going to win the championship, one half of the new World Tag Team Champions, Finn Balor, made his way to the ring and then proceeded to go off on a promo battle with Seth Rollins, saying that, oh, every time there's something going on within the Judgment Day, it's because of you, and Damian Priest needs to retain, yada, 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 and you're getting inside our heads. We need to get rid of you once and for all. You know, the typical heel stuff. And then Damian Priest followed, and then chaos started to reign. So Finn Balor starts to take out Seth Rollins, but Damian Priest is like, nope, let me do this by myself, man. Let me do this on my own, yo. Which then leads to them both getting super kicked, and then Seth Rollins giving out the stomp to Finn Balor, and then Damian Priest comes in for the save to hit him with his signature move, a thunderous choke slam to Seth frickin' Rollins. So, is this the sight to see? Will Damian Priest retain the World Heavyweight Championship, or will Seth Rollins become our new two-time world champion once again? We'll have to find out because we got predictions videos coming soon. And now we get to, oh my god, do I really have to do this? Do I really have to cover this match, y'all? Y'all know which one I'm talking about. The Women's Money in the Bank qualifier. Zoe Stark versus Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile. Now, if y'all haven't been up to date with me or you don't know me like that, I love Dakota Kai and I want her to get her moment, but Jesus Christ, it is so freaking difficult for her to get her moment because yes, she lost via distraction of the Women's World Tag Team Champions attacking Kairi Sane, who earlier interrupted the match to help Dakota Kai win. However, she lost, leading to Zoe Stark qualifying for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Man, I really wanted Dakota Kai to win this match because, yeah, I like her. I likes her. And she's actually pretty damn underrated. So yeah, I want her to get her moment soon. Damn it! So now, remember how I said there was a special package delivered to the commentary team of Michael Cole and Corey Graves? Well, that special gift I was talking about was a VHS. It was a VHS tape consisting of Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas. So many of us were intrigued that that the latter was talking, that the latter in Bo Dallas was talking to himself, i.e., Uncle Howdy. And what I like about that VHS taping was that it was done in the Firefly Funhouse set. For those of y'all that are new to this and you didn't watch Bray Wyatt as the Fiend back then, the Firefly Funhouse was there. And yo, I'm so glad that they filmed it there. It gave me so many good memories. Man, I really miss Bray Wyatt and I miss the stuff that he did. And I'm glad that they're doing this to honor his memory. And yo, I'm actually invested to see what happens because wow. So when Uncle Howdy said, "There you are," he realized that he had exposed the real Bo Dallas. When Bo Dallas mentioned, "We're the ones everyone wanted to forget about. We made them notice us." Now, he only said this in retaliation to when he was asked if he thinks he's special, where he responded that to believe he is special to suggest there are those who deserve to be forgotten. And that's what I think how Uncle Howdy's meant when he said, "There you are," as in this is the real Bo Dallas. This is the Bo Dallas that I know. And that sent chills to my spine. Goodness gracious me. Now, this is a character with depth and backstory, the likes of which we haven't seen often. And I cannot wait to see what else the Wyatt Six has in store, because damn, this is some good work. Now we get to another family rivalry with Dom and Rey Mysterio, our favorite toxic father-son relationship. Now obviously Rey and Dom go on to have a fantastic match as per usual, like a WrestleMania rematch, but not as good as the WrestleMania match itself. Now, the key takeaways of this match was that Liv Morgan decided to show up in support of her, I don't want to, Daddy Dom. I really did not want to say it, but goodness gracious me. Which then followed to Zelina Vega coming out in the hopes of evening the odds for the master of the 619. So then we see a little camera shot and a little moment between Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio when Dom was on the outside and then Liv was brushing on his mustache, which then led to Dom getting baseball slid into Liv Morgan, which recreated that spot, this time with Dom on top. Now, because of this, Liv Morgan went on to cost Dominic Mysterio the match, which led to Rey Mysterio getting the victory after hitting a 619 and a floating splash for the 1-2-3. Now Liv Morgan just feels like a terrible girlfriend and said, "I'll make it better." And I don't know how and what she even means by that. And I don't want to know because fuck, should be me. But that's not the point of the video. Let's move on. Our Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring to announce that he is up against Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank, and this is going to be a tough test because Sami Zayn is the veteran in this, and Braun Breaker is the young up and comer, the young hungry up and comer. Braun Breaker would also make his way to the ring and say that he has respect for Sami Zayn because he is the only person with balls to challenge him, which is absolutely crazy because I would not want to challenge Braun Breaker. I would rather just sit down there and mind my business. So then the two have a little promo exchange battle, saying who's gonna win, and Braun Breaker is going to go through him. Where Sami Zayn is like, "I face these odds and I know what happens. I'm gonna win," which then leads to Braun Breaker hitting a spear, and then he wants to hit another one, but oh no, Sami Zayn jumped in the air and he ran into the steel steps. So. And then later on, we saw Braun Breaker standing tall. Now, will this be the result of Money in the Bank? Will we have a new Intercontinental Champion? Let me know. Hey y'all, sorry, my audio got cut. So as I was saying, the main event of the evening was Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus versus Ilya Dragunov. So as soon as this match was announced, I am thinking, oh boy, this is going to be a slaughter fest. This is going to be a hard-hitting battle. And that it was. All three men put their bodies on the line and gave it everything they got. However, there only had to be one winner. And as the match progressed, it was progressing nicely up until Drew McIntyre dropped Ilya Dragunov to the floor. Then he went toe to toe with the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. So as these two are fighting limb for limb with an inch of their lives to get in the to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match this coming Saturday, or it's Sunday for us South Africans, but we'll get to that later on. McIntyre would be stunned by a jumping knee, and then the Celtic Warrior was looking to finish him off with a bro kick. However, he ran into a claymore for the 1-2-3, thus making Drew McIntyre the final participant for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So, now, another thing is worth mentioning. We'll see M Punk return at Money in the Bank yet again to hate on Drew McIntyre. I highly doubt it because he got clapped, ladies and gentlemen. If you saw last Friday's episode of SmackDown, that boy got beat. So this leads me to the final question. Will Drew McIntyre finally get his crowning moment? I don't think so, but that is another interesting question that I am going to answer when when my Stomp brothers and I record our Money in the Bank predictions video sometime during the week. And that is it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you yet again for watching this video. Yet again, thank you so much for watching another Stomp Wrestling review video. And if you did like this, please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be notified when your favorite Stomp members appear next on your screen. Take care. Peace. Ciao.